Morning, everybody. Brian here, and I am just going to jump into this thing. Um, I was doing that series with ChatGPT and going over how, my thoughts on AI and talking with ChatGPT. It was interviewing me, but today I am very short on time. In fact, I planned on scheduling this and having it, go out to everybody here live, or not live, but recorded. But well, I'm going to go live. I've only got a few minutes, but I'm here for you to help you understand how to use all of this AI stuff in your business without going into a bunch of detailed depth, confusing language and all of that stuff. Anyway, so yesterday I was talking with a friend of mine. He owns a real estate agency, and we were talking about how to use Notebook LM in his business. And as we were going through it, besides doing the whole podcast thing, which is kind of cool, but everybody's doing that, and the voices, you can't change them. So Notebook LM is starting to sound a little generic. If you use it, I recommend connecting with 11 Labs, and by using 11 Labs you can actually get the transcription and do different voices and kind of clean it up and make it a little bit more your own. Then you could actually go into Canva and make an ideogram or videogram or whatever the heck it's called. I can't remember off the top of my brain, but and then actually make it look more presentable than just this generic sounding Microsoft couple of people. So anyway, we talked about using Notebook LM, and while doing that, he discovered that it can also create a bunch of FAQs and kind of a quiz. So as we kept talking, he was thinking, wow, I can really use this for the marketing of this property that I'm selling, and just started coming up with more and more ideas. So try Notebook LM out. It's free. Just look it up. This is Buddy. He's making his daily cameo, and it's free. Go ahead and give it a try. Play with it a little bit. You can upload documents. You can do those podcast episodes based on the documents, and it'll read those. I mean, I've used it for all sorts of different things, and it helps create, like I said, different marketing materials and helps you think a little bit differently, because it can actually, it generates questions that you might not have thought about based on, the content that you put up. So from there, I thought, what the heck? Why not? Another friend of mine runs the Skagit emergency. Well, he's key in the Skagit emergency management department. And I thought, let's go to their website and get some of the content from the site and see what kind of material Notebook LM could put together for the emergency management department there. And, it did the whole podcast thing. It actually made emergency management in Skagit County sound kind of fun, sound kind of cool. It really got into depth on that. But what I think can be done is now they can put together an entire marketing strategy for the emergency management department, and have something to give to the public to be able to use to understand how to access the emergency management department, things that they can do in an emergency. They talk about tsunamis and earthquakes and Mount Baker exploding and all of these different things. Well, what do you do? And it depends on where you are. So if you're in Anacortes, for example, that's on an island. You're going to handle things different than if you're in Mount Vernon by the river, or concrete by the river, or further up in Skagit County, closer to Mount Baker or the dam or anything like that. So this could be used to help, work with some of that public exposure and knowledge. So those are just a couple of ways to use AI in a very simple way. Video is huge. I use a tool called Jupyter a lot, and Jupyter actually does some B-roll. It makes videos a little more interesting. You can upload a video and it will throw in some B-roll, or you can give it a script and it'll not write your script, but create the video based around that script using different B-roll images and videos. So it kind of makes it a little more interesting. So, and you need to be on video, whether you're any good or not. I'm not saying I'm any good or not. Doesn't really matter. The more exposure you can get for your business, the better. And you can just automate so much of this stuff now that it will just create it for you. You just need to give concepts and go from there. Like HeyGen, for example. If you've noticed, because I've got that book coming out and I keep plugging it, shameful plug, but whatever. HeyGen I've used for a couple of promotional videos on that book. Now, you should be able to tell they're AI generated, but if you can't, they are. I've got something coming out next week on Thanksgiving. It's really goofy, but it's me in a, it's so dumb. It's me in a pilgrim outfit talking about Thanksgiving, and it's all AI generated. It is me. I uploaded some pictures and HeyGen made this whole thing, and it's just silly. But just keep an eye out for that. But it's these kinds of things that you can use AI for to promote your business, promote whatever you're doing. It goes beyond just using ChatGPT for writing or for analysis or things like that. So check it out, play with AI, give me a shout. What I really do is I work with businesses to help them understand how to use AI in their business. And we go into figuring out what tools specifically to achieve, the goal that you're after, rather than just, generically doing ChatGPT. I was out with a group last night and one of the guys said, hey, I use ChatGPT to make this image. Well, okay, his image was good, clearly AI. I knew it was ChatGPT because the words were horrible, like the text was not good. So I actually used another tool and made, with his same prompt, a completely different image that was 1,000 times better. So, you have to know which tool to use in the right capacity in the right moment for the right application. So those, like I said, just a couple of quick examples of what you can do and who I'm working with for all of this AI stuff. But hey, again, book's coming out next week. Take a look at it. Go to Amazon, buy it. I don't make any money off of it. It really is to get exposure. I mean, I might make a couple dollars, whatever. They're not really, books aren't really huge money makers. But the book itself is really good information and great tools. So get it. And leave questions for me. Drop some questions, drop some thoughts, ideas, opinions in the chat. I want to answer your questions on a video and make all this stuff happen for you. So it's been almost 10 minutes. I do have to run. I appreciate you jumping on here with me. If you watch this video later, thanks for taking the time to watch it. In the meantime, have a great day, and